Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. You know, I think I ought to explain something to y'all. You know, when I wake up in the morning and I say, dig me now, what I'm asking you to do is it's old school, you know, man. You know, you see old people say, I dig, you know, da-da-da. Never stop saying it. I'm sorry. But dig me now is just, I want you to really feel me. I want you to understand what I'm saying, because really, this morning inspiration is all given in the spirit of sharing and love. It ain't about to expose me in any way. That's not the purpose of it. But I found that in my morning inspiration, that it's best that I use some things about myself. Because, I mean, what better example can I use? Because I know me. I know what's happened to me. I know exactly how I felt all along the way concerning almost everything, every aspect of my life. I now fully do really understand why God had my life spin the way it spun. And here's a part that I want to give to you this morning. That first of all, whatever position you find yourself in today, we kind of come to one realization, that we got ourselves there. We put ourselves there by a series of thoughts and actions. Thoughts turn into things. That's very important to know. So let's look at both sides of it. For people who think negative thoughts, it turns into negative things. And the direct opposite is true for those who think positive thoughts. It turns into positive things. That's the deal. It's as simple as that, folks. I cannot break it down any cleaner. I cannot make it any clearer. Thoughts become things. So the one glaring question for all of us always is, on a daily basis, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Because I can assure you, and it's not by a promise of mine. This is not a theory that Steve Harvey then came up with. This is a fact of life. This is biblical. This is spiritual. This is written. This is philosophical. This is the law of the universe. However you need to drink this medicine to get it down and feel what I'm saying to you, this is just the way it is. Now, and here the cold part, folks. It don't matter if you believe me or not. It does not matter if you have never been explained this or not. And it does not matter if you think it works in your life or not. It don't matter. Listen to me. It is the way it is. It is a scriptural. It is a spiritual. It is philosophical. It's just whatever. It's the law of the universe. You call whatever you want to call. However you got to dress this thing up to put it in the phase that you can feel me. I want you to feel me now, because this is all it is. So when I say that you are where we are today because we thought ourselves here, oh, you best to believe that's true. You thought yourself here. No one else. See, let me explain something. I got people around me who so badly want to take credit for it, but I don't allow it, because I keep pointing to the heavens. I keep pointing and trying to say it out loud as many times as I can without being so offensive, that my life is by design, by grace and mercy, by blessings from God. My life is because God has seen it to be so. Oh, but I got plenty of people around me want credit for it and want you to not give credit to God and give it to them. I got that. But I understand that. See, I understand what that is. That's a person whose design is to get the credit. But it's okay. It's so clear to me what my father was saying to me, man. I get it as I get older and older. He always said to me, son, everybody come with you, can't go with you. See, you know, I don't know how people say it in church. You know, sometimes they go, well, people come into your life for seasons. And I guess that's the same thing. You know, they season up, they gone. Well, you know, but then Hear the way they try to hold you, though. Oh, you gonna forget where you come from? Oh, you ain't gonna keep it real no more? I don't want to go back where I come from. I don't want to keep it that real no more. It was real enough for me living in a car. I had enough of that real. I don't want to keep it real. No, I don't keep it real. I want to go keep it dreamy. I want to go keep it fantasizing. I want to keep it out of this world. I want to keep it off the chain. I want to keep it moving. I want to keep it balling. I want to see what that's like. So nah, I ain't going to forget where I come from, but you ain't going to hold me to that though. See, thoughts become things all day long. Where's your vision board? Where are the things that you want written down? What do you think about the most? How grateful are you for what all God has done for you? Where you at with that? See, here another law. If thoughts become things, let me ask you this. If all you thinking about is your debt, if all you thinking about is what you ain't got, if all you thinking about is, oh, woe is me, if all you thinking about is every time I turn around, I'm sick, if all you thinking about is the things in life that you're lacking, if that's all you thinking about, and if thoughts become things, how much debt you think you gonna stay in? How much lacking you think you finna fill your life with? How much more stuff you finna not have? Cause you keep thinking about it all the time. When you gonna be grateful? When you gonna say thank you? When it's gonna come out your mouth, man, that I may not be where I want to be, but I sure am grateful for what you've given me so far, for the things I have today, because I don't have to have these things. You know what that does? That then opens up room for more stuff to come your way to be grateful for. But if you're going to be ungrateful, oh man, let me ask you something. I ain't God. I don't claim to be, but let me ask you something, man. If you're ungrateful for the things we got, if we can't show no gratitude for what we have, why would God give us some more stuff to be ungrateful for? What would he do that for? Ta-da! Anybody feel me right now? So when I say, come on, y'all, dig me now. Do you understand why I say dig me? Because I want you to feel me. I want you to understand and come to the understanding. Not saying you ain't, because there's so many people got a deeper understanding than me about this whole thing. I promise you they do. But they listen to me. I'm just trying to get you to walk up in this light, man, so you can go on with your life and quit tripping yourself out with your thoughts, because thoughts become things. All right, all day.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Danny Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. The day before Steve Lichthi's high school graduation, two of his best buddies paid him a visit. They told him that the people he thought were his parents were really his grandparents, and his sister was really his mother. How did they know? The whole town knew. Everyone but him. Sasha Rothschild's father was slipping into dementia, and one day he casually mentioned another woman, his wife's best friend. His shocked family discovered he had been living a double life for decades. These are just some of the stories we've told on Family Secrets. Each episode explores a long-held family secret that has finally come to light, usually with powerful consequences. Find out what keeps millions of people tuning in to hear astonishing stories about the secrets that are kept from us, the secrets we keep from others, and yes, even the secrets we keep from ourselves. Listen to Season 8 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here, right now, this moment in time, it's a new day. Man, I appreciate it. But think about that. Do you know you had nothing to do with the sunrise this morning? You had nothing to do with nightfall last night. You had nothing to do with that clock ticking. You had nothing to do with you breathing at night. But yet and still, you here anyway. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like some favor to me. That sounds like somebody somewhere, I think I know who it is doing us all a solid. So since I know who it is, I want to say thank you, Lord, for doing us a solid today. And if they ain't thanking you, I'm thanking you on their behalf. Thank you. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Again. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South, Junior. Government name is Kill Space. Daddy name Elroy.
Who daddy name Elroy?
I just gave it to him.
Oh, I was like, for real?
The legend that is Nephew Tommy. And I am him. Junior, a lot been going on in your life lately. What's happening today?
You know what, man, I appreciate that opening because I need it, man. Because I'm going to tell you, man, I got to stop gossiping with my grandmother. This ain't working. Because don't nobody hype you up like old people. Old people know how to gossip. I know my grandmother is brilliant at it because she gonna give me some information that I can't do nothing with. I don't even know why I waited for it, but she'll call me on the phone, and this is how it started. I know some gossip coming because as soon as I answer the phone, she be like, "Hello." She be like, "What is it, Granny?" Found out something. What you got? Betty Joe lost 2 toes. I just want to let you know I knew it because she was walking funny. I can't do nothing with that information. Why in the hell we talking about Betty Joe missing 2 toes? And let me tell you another thing. What happened? Curtis' DNA test came back negative. I knew that wasn't his baby. Why is we talking about Curtis and this baby? You hyped me up, had me believing it was something I could really use. Can't do nothing with this information that she be hyping me up for. All she do, this year hang up and call right back. Found out something else. What's going on, Granny? What is it, Willie? Want to let you know the El Bethel closing. What? The church closing. Pastor got caught gambling over the Officer Slinsky. I can't do nothing about the pastor gambling over the Officer Slinsky. I thought it was something going on with me. I just can't do nothing with none of this information. And why is you just don't find something else to do with all this gossiping? Go get in your flower bed. Read your Bible. Try to get into heaven. You ain't gonna get in here with all this gossiping. I know you can't. Just gossiping. Just don't have nothing else to do.
That's that front porch talk, boy.
That's front porch talk. That's what it is, Tommy.
Front porch.
Got something for you today. What is it? Just stop. Don't tell me. Just let it go. Just don't tell me nothing.
4
About 4
For sure.
Shirley. Yeah, about 4 of them.
All right. Thank you, guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. Good morning, Neff. What you got?
Hot checks at the church. It is Easter week. All right, we're leading into Good Friday. Coming up on Easter Sunday, we have to discuss things that go on at the church. So this right here is hot checks at the church. Cat Dog, did I make you proud? That's all I want to know. Did I make you proud?
Hot checks at the church? Okay.
We're embarrassed this Holy Week. We're scared. All right, look. Thank you, Tommy. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, legendary singer and actress Stephanie Mills will be our special guest. Woo! Stephanie Mills? What?
Yes! Oh, yes!
This is a moment right here. She will tell us about her brand new Lifetime movie called Pride, starring her very own nephew Tommy as her son. We'll talk about it. We can't wait for all of that. Right now, though, it is time to ask our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, Ask the CLO. Salim in Trenton says, I'm dating a woman that has no idea of how much things cost in real life, and she thinks money grows on trees. I asked her if we could use some of her hotel points for 2 nights of our summer trip, and she said no. Am I asking too much of her?
Well,
CLO?
I mean, you're not asking too much of her, especially if you all have decided to make a go of it as a couple. And sometimes you do have to band together, especially when it comes to these wants. These like what you call luxury items. A vacation is a luxury item. It's not a necessity. Everybody don't get vacations. That, if you got a job, you deserve a vacation. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is when you all decide to take these luxury item vacations and you are a committed couple, I think there has to be some considerations on both sides. Look, just because you want to go to the Maldives, we got Vegas money, okay? And now we ain't going to be able to go. Now, if you want to go, then we got to pool our resources to make that happen. So, no, you're not asking too much, but the fact that she said no, that she doesn't want to make any contribution, I think you have to take that into consideration. Be very careful who you choose to spend the rest of your life with. In the words of Nuri Mohammed, your other half can either make you your better half or make you half of yourself. Well said.
All right now.
That brother. Nuri Mohammed, what's up with you, player?
A whole
Dog.
word. A whole word.
That's my dude. My dude is Nuri Mohammed, man. Every time I see that brother, he right. He ain't never said nothing wrong.
Okay. All right. Desi in Knoxville, Steve says, or CLO says, my husband and I have 2 children. One is his and one is mine. We blend the family nicely, but his ex-wife thinks we do more for my son than for her son. If we had her son more, he'd reap all of the benefits too. How do we bridge the gap?
Look, that's her talking. She mad anyway. 'Cause he got you. She ain't mad 'cause y'all get the boy. She mad 'cause he got you. It ain't nothing you can do. If you gave him exactly what he had, she'll find something else. 'Cause that ain't what she mad. She ain't mad at what her son getting. She mad at what her son's mama ain't got. See, that's what that is.
Right.
So, you could do everything you want to, ma'am. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. You ain't gonna make her happy.
Better believe it.
I don't care what you do. No, sir.
All right. All right, moving on. So how does she bridge that?
I just told you. It ain't nothing she could do.
Nothing. All right.
Not a damn thing.
No olive branch, having her over for dinner, none of that.
That boy closet can have every item in it the other boy got. It's gonna be something else.
George, the games, video game, everything.
You don't, man.
It ain't gonna matter.
Man.
It ain't gonna matter. Okay.
All right. Moving on to Leslie in South Bend. Leslie says, I'm 32 years old and my aunt's husband is paying my car note temporarily until I get on my feet. My boyfriend said that I should tell my aunt because it's not right. I think it might cause a big scandal in our family. And what do you think I should do?
Well, it's going to create a big scandal in the family. You taking car note money from your aunt's husband. Yeah. And why is he giving you the car note money?
Come on, you know
why?
Again. Yeah, you know damn well.
And why don't nobody know? And why ain't he told your aunt?
Right. He told
her niece, right.
Because the whole plan is he's throwing, let me tell you something. Tommy know this right here. When you go deep sea fishing, you get a bucket of guts and cut up fish and stuff and you throw it in the water. It's called chumming.
Chum, yeah.
It's called chumming. And what that does is it attracts fish. Yeah. And when you attract the fish, you throw your lure in the water and you have a better chance of catching fish. The car note he done threw in the water is chumming.
Yeah, we finna throw something else.
He just threw it in there. Man, and it got a hook on it. You're going to think you biting into a piece of meat, but it's going to have a hook in it. And the hook is, you want your car note paid next month? Well, hey, I'm paying that car note, I can give you this rent too.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's called chumming because Auntie husband has some expendable income somewhere. See, Auntie ain't even asked about where the car note money going because he make enough. See, old men got player moves in them.
Okay.
Any way you look at this, it's draws attached to it. Any way you look at it.
So now, your boyfriend said, because your boyfriend wants to stop because he know what the old man up to. Absolutely. Because if he had the money, that's what he be up to. So he want to put a stop to it and have you go in there and tell Aunt. But when you do that right there, you know what you finna be. And you know why you taking this money? Let's quit playing. And you know why he keep giving it to you? Let's quit playing.
This is a lot right here.
Woo. Yeah, that's going to be the controversy. The controversy is why is he giving you money? And then what you think the response going to be?
Yeah. So it's going to be cracking. It's already to happen. It started.
Wow.
When you took it, it started. Once you took the money.
Yeah.
This is a lot. It's family. It's too much. Yeah.
She made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
We finna do it in that car. We finna do it somewhere. It's finna happen.
That car that he paying for. Right?
Yeah.
All right, last one. Marianne in Harrisburg says, I'm a 55-year-old Caucasian woman and I only date black men now. My black girlfriends get upset when we're out and I try to hit on the same men that they like. They're always telling me to stay in my lane. How do I get this to stop?
I didn't hear the last part, Shirley.
Okay.
They're always telling you stay in your lane.
How do I get this to stop?
Wait. You done wrote in to me, a black dude, to tell your black girlfriend how to start treating their white girlfriend. If you think Steve Harvey, Uncle Steve, or the CLO gonna dip his toe in that water, you done called the wrong show. Nothing I say that ain't on them sisters' side, all that's gonna backfire on me. And I'm not gonna have that. Stay in your lane.
All right.
I ain't saying nothing else. Go ahead, sister. No, you ain't coming for me. Hell no.
You've been there before. We're having you, Steve. Coming up at the top of the hour. Thank you, CLO. Stephanie Mills will be our special guest, and we can't wait right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Danny Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. The day before Steve Lichthi's high school graduation, two of his best buddies paid him a visit. They told him that the people he thought were his parents were really his grandparents, and his sister was really his mother. How did they know? The whole town knew. Everyone but him. Sasha Rothschild's father was slipping into dementia, and one day he casually mentioned another woman, his wife's best friend. His shocked family discovered he had been living a double life for decades. These are just some of the stories we've told on Family Secrets. Each episode explores a long-held family secret that has finally come to light, usually with powerful consequences. Find out what keeps millions of people tuning in to hear astonishing stories about the secrets that are kept from us, the secrets we keep from others, and yes, even the secrets we keep from ourselves. Listen to Season 8 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
As promised, our special guest this morning is a Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter. She got a Tony Award, damn near EGOT. Her iconic role as Dorothy in The Wiz in the early 70s made her one of America's real sweethearts. She's got a career, y'all, that has spanned over 4 decades, and she's still singing and acting. She got her newest movie out is called Pride. Pride, a 7 Deadly Sins story. She's joining us today to tell us about the movie and her role. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only, that singing ass, Miss Stephanie Mills.
Good morning. Good morning.
Her ass can sing, Lord.
Yes. Oh.
Good
Good morning. I love you guys. Good morning, Mr. Steve Harvey and everybody. And my son Gabe, Tommy, nephew Tommy, baby, I love you.
Love you back.
We had such a good time in Vancouver. We shot the movie Pride for Lifetime in 17 days. And Tommy was still doing your morning show in the morning.
Yeah.
I still came to work.
That's a requirement. I don't let him play us short. You know.
I know that's right.
For everybody that's listening, what Miss Stephanie Mills is talking about, there's a movie out called Pride, a 7 Deadly Sins story. She stars in the movie as Birdie Moore. And Birdie Moore is a bakery shop owner and a reality TV star. And in the movie, Birdie's life begins to fall apart, and all of her family's secrets get exposed. Tell us a little bit more about your character, Birdie Moore.
Well, Birdie I play a 60-year-old woman, but really I just had a birthday and I'm 66. So Derek Williams, who called me and offered me the role, and then we took care of business and I flew to Vancouver. But Birdie is the matriarch of the family, and she was working so hard to make sure her family was secure that she neglected her son, which is played by nephew Tommy, and her daughter, and her pride got in the way of the family structure. So it shows how prideful people can really destroy a family. Like if you're afraid to say, I'm sorry, I messed up, can we start all over? There's a lot of families like that, including even in mine, that the pride just gets in the way. And then nephew Tommy plays Gabe, and he's a bad boy. He was raised very well and well off and had everything handed to him, and then he decides to get his own bakery. And really he's not. He's just stealing the money.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned. You raggedy.
Well said.
Because nephew Tommy, who is Tommy's Miles, he's starring as your son Gabe in the movie.
Yes, and he is absolutely wonderful. He should really, really pursue an acting career because he put it down. He really did.
Yeah.
We had a great director too, Troy Scott, who really just let us embody the role in Ella. Nia King, who plays my granddaughter, was wonderful, and a special guest appearance by Miss Erica Campbell.
Wow. Yep. Are we going to get to hear you sing in this movie?
Oh, I don't know. There's a surprise there. There. But I'm really not. Why I like this role, and they waited till I was 66 to give me a acting role, because I wasn't singing, and I was just, acting. So I hope everybody thinks it's good. I've never really considered myself an actor, but I had fun, and it was joyful. So I think it's good.
Wow, that's really good. But you know what? We've seen you in several things acting now. Come on now. Because a lot of plays, all kinds of stuff. I've seen you can act. You can act.
Thank you.
You stopped this here about what you thought you wasn't, because you can act.
She did amazing.
Yeah. So, Tommy, you were in the movie. What was your experience with Miss Mills?
Amazing. Every day on set, on camera, she was amazing. We worked together. We got them lines together, and we bonded. I think you really gonna walk away thinking that that's a mother and her son. I think we portrayed it the right way. And this is, Saturday night, Lifetime Movie Channel. You do not want to miss this. You're gonna see me and Stephanie clowning. You want to see somebody mad at their son? Good God Almighty! Turn it on.
Yes. Honey, we were getting those lines together. We would, after, one take, we would all go in the corner and get our lines together because it was every day. Some things they cut, new lines. So I was like, Lord, please just let me remember my lines, please. And we did.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great movie, man. Well, we're really looking forward to it. The movie, everybody, I want you to listen to this. The executive producers are Derek Williams, Miss Shawn Robinson, and T.D. Jakes. Those are the three people that's executive producing it. Mm-hmm. And let me ask you one thing before we get out here. When people watch this movie, Stephanie, what's the takeaway for this movie?
that being prideful is not the right avenue to take for a family structure, for a relationship, for anything. I mean, you can't, if you're upset with somebody and they passed away, then you never got a chance to get it right. So I would advise people not to let their pride get in the way of saying, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I didn't mean it.
Wow. And a lot of people need that message. Everybody, this Saturday, the movie is called Pride, a 7 Deadly Sins story. Premieres this Saturday, April 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Lifetime, starring the legendary Miss Stephanie Mills and that damn fool of ours, Nephew Tommy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the legend, Miss Stephanie Mills.
Thank you.
You're listening
To the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, in what was probably the most watched criminal arraignment in American history, Donald Trump has pleaded not guilty in New York to criminal charges related to the Stormy Daniels hush money payment. The indictment centers on allegations that Trump falsified internal business records at his private company while trying to cover up an effort to illegally influence the 2016 election by arranging payments that silenced claims potentially harmful to his candidacy. Each count of falsifying business records, a felony, is punishable by up to 4 years in prison, though it's not clear if a judge would impose any prison time if Trump is convicted. If you saw Trump's speech at Mar-a-Lago, then you saw that he didn't care about the judge's gag order. Well, the judge didn't really give him a gag order. He just told him to be careful with what he was saying. He went right on ahead and talked about the judge, his wife, his daughter.
Just confess.
Like, what?
I took the documents from the White House in plain sight.
And openly.
What in the world?
But you know, man, what he does is by announcing this man's daughter and wife, that sends those Trump crazies, and he know they out there. To make phone calls, get on the internet, and start hating on these people.
Yeah, they've already gotten threats.
He told countless lies in his speech the other day. And what's amazing, man, is he does nothing to heal people. He does nothing to heal America, nothing.
Come on,
it's all about him.
The narcissist.
And the sad thing about this, man, is I'm just really, it's really good for me, though, to see this. Because it has really, really put a glaring spotlight on how America really is. Explain to me how 70 million people out of the 354, and all 354 million of people that live here in America are not qualified to vote. Know that. How did that large percentage of people vote for this man? You know why? Because they just like him. They are just like him. They have no problem with a man having a porno chick in his stable, a Playboy bunny in his stable, paying him hush money, taking the other one up to the apartment, showing him his apartment where Melania room at and all like that. They ain't got no problem with that, because it's a whole lot of Trump and Trumpettes walking around in this damn country.
We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, and we'll check your voicemail, Steve, right after this. You're listening
To the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to check Steve's voicemail. If you would like to leave Steve a message, call him at 877-29-STEVE, 877-29-STEVE. You might just hear your call on the air. So, Steve, are you ready?
Ready.
This woman needs marital advice.
Hey, Steve, I got a question for you. I've been in a marriage for 3 years, and me and my husband in our 60s. And as of 9 months ago, he stopped talking to me because my love for my children, which is from my previous marriage. And so if we are in the same household but living separate, is that called separation? And can I get a divorce after 1 year of being in the same house in separate rooms? Thank you, Steve.
Yes. Yes.
That's the answer?
Yes. I'm a professional at this here. Yes. Listen to me, lady. Get out. Get out. You ain't got to do that. This is crazy. Whatever time you got left on this earth, you ain't got time for no foolishness. A man ain't talking to you in your own house because of your love for your children from previous marriage. That you made them kids, them your kids.
Yeah.
And if your husband got a problem with that, man, he didn't know them kids was alive when y'all got married.
Oh, goodness.
No, man. Miss me. You don't. Yes, you can get out.
That's why he was by himself when you met him.
Man.
He full of it.
Because he need to be by himself. His silly ass walking in the house ain't speaking to your wife.
Yeah.
For 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they ain't done it. And
9 months. She said they in
mention
different
that,
rooms
but
and everything.
if he's not talking to her, you can assume.
I mean, everybody walking over there at
That
2 in the morning.
That is a miserable way to live.
It really is.
It is, Steve.
It really
Man,
is.
in a house with somebody, man, that you're not talking to.
Mm-hmm. For 9 months. Yeah. All right, Steve, we're moving on to Dante, who has a question for you.
How you doing, Mr. Harvey? This is Dante. I was calling to see what was that statement you said about you half holy and what else you said out there? That little phrase you said. And then when you said it means if you could pray with me but don't play with me. If you could repeat that for me, that would be nice. Thanks.
Well, Dante, here it is right here. Frat brother gave me a T-shirt, purple and gold, and the shirt said half holy, half hood. Which means you can pray with me, but don't play with me. I'm half holy and I'm half hood. And the T-shirt says this, which means you can pray with me, but don't play with me.
That's an explosive
That's the T-shirt.
combination.
Keep it real.
All
One of my
of it.
favorite shirts.
All of this before Good Fridays tomorrow.
Yeah,
all of it.
I'm gonna wear it on the Zoom for you, Devontae, next week, y'all.
Dante. All right. Last one, Steve. This is a young female caller who left us a thank you message.
Hello, Mr. Steve. My name is Rachel. I just wanted to give you all a call and say thank you so much for all you do. I've been listening to you all's morning show since I was a little girl. My parents taking me and my brother to elementary school in the morning times, hearing you playing in the background while we're half asleep, getting ready for the school day. But I just wanted to send you many blessings and love, and thank you so much.
How long we been on the air?
Wow, that was
Long
really
time.
We've been on the air.
on the air.
We raised kids.
Raising
We done raised
kids.
a lot
I've been in the
of
back seat
Yes.
listening to y'all.
In the car.
Playing, falling asleep.
Since I was a little girl.
Well, you've been listening that long. You've heard some stuff you should have heard. A couple things you probably shouldn't have heard. Want to apologize about that one.
Parents.
But I didn't know you was in the car. Sorry.
But thank you to her parents for listening. We appreciate it.
I love that. She's been listening a long time, that young girl.
Yes.
And keep listening, baby girl.
All right. Coming up next, it is a nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
It's Thomas Miles this week. Thank you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, please leave me alone in the morning. Bothering me. We'll get into that in just a minute. Because right now we got to deal with the nephew and his prank phone call for today. Nephew, what is it, please?
Well, you know, this is leading into Easter. We spoke about that about an hour ago on the run that prank back, but we gonna keep to that theme because it's Easter week. All right, so this is Holy Week, and I truly believe that if we're going to keep it as a Holy Week, then we're going to speak about some things that are going on at the church. And this right here is weed in the church van. All right, all minds clear? Are they clear?
The words of my mom, my beautiful late mother. Leave these church people alone.
Girl. Mama, you have to understand, Mama, that there are things that have to be pranked about. And this right here is weed in the church van. Now, Cat Dog, if you would, let's take it there. Let's get to the weed in the van. Let's get to the weed.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach Dan. Brother Dan.
Hold on. Let me cut the TV down. Now,
I'm trying to reach Brother Dan.
Oh, this one?
Okay. Yeah, this is Brother Scott from the church, from Bethel Baptist.
Oh, hello, brother.
Dan, I call you. I'm trying to get a little information about the church van. What's your schedule? You drive the church van. What's your schedule?
I drive it Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays.
Okay, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Now, Sunday, what is that schedule?
Well, Sunday, I usually start about 8 o'clock in the morning, probably a little earlier, depending on some of the elderly people that I have to go pick up and bring to the church, make sure they get there okay and get situated and make sure they're on time for the service and whatnot.
Okay, and then you take them back home after service is over?
Yes, I try to get all of them back home unless they got family members or something that come up there and meet them up there and want to take them to dinner or something afterwards. But I usually get everybody back home.
Okay. Now, this past Sunday, which is part of the reason why I'm calling you, they saying that some of the church members that was on the van this Sunday, they are complaining, saying that the church van was smelling like weed when they got on there.
Excuse me?
They say the church van was smelling like weed when they got on there, and you are the person that was driving them.
Oh, no, not the van that I'm driving. I ain't smoke weed in no van.
Do you smoke weed?
No, I don't smoke weed. I mean, not currently. I mean, I have before, but I don't smoke weed now. And I would smoke weed before picking some people up to go to no church now. Where you getting this from? Who told you this?
Well, all I know is what's come down the pipeline is they saying that a couple of the members came complaining.
This just happened last week about this pipeline. I want to know who the pipeline is because just last week they came at me talking about that I was using the van to go places that I wanted to go to on my personal time. Now, I don't do that. I don't do stuff like that. Now, I done had a past, I done had a history, but I don't do stuff like that, and I wouldn't smoke in no church van. So are you seriously talking?
What we're trying to get to the bottom of it and see what's going on with you.
Well, which elderly person said it? Do you know which one?
I don't know.
They love me. Every Sunday, them people tell me they love me. They say I'm one of the most respectful young gentlemen they've ever met in their life. And so I really find it hard to believe that you getting these type of complaints about me.
Okay, well, one of them says smell like ooh-wee. I don't know what that means or nothing like that.
Look, brother, now, I don't know you too well, and I know you don't know me, but I've been driving this van as a point to try to change my life and where I come from. So this was something that I wanted to volunteer, even though I'm getting paid, to give my time to do this for the church. And now this is like the second instance where y'all done came at me on some stuff about like I'm trying to do something with this van. Now, why would I disrespect the church van by smoking weed in it and then letting the weed stay in there so other people could smell it?
Okay, so let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go out here to the church van today. We're going to go out here today and open it up. Now, if we see any seeds or anything around the driver's seat, then we're gonna definitely have a finger pointing.
You gonna open the van up. Man, I was raised in that church, man. My mama go to that church. My grandma, she go to that church. She the reason we even all at that church. And you think I'm gonna mess up they name by driving around in a van full of elderly people smoking some weed?
Then why do it smell like weed, brother Dan?
I don't know why the van smell like weed, man. Now, I don't got the answers to these questions. I'm just trying to tell you that it wasn't me.
Did you have some weed in your pocket and maybe it was just smelling?
I ain't had no weed on me. Stop trying to say like I had weed on me. And you ain't gonna give me nothing. I ain't had no and I ain't had no weed on me, okay? Now, you ain't gonna mess up my name or my family's name in this church and disrespect us like this. Now, we've been helping this church for years, and I'm trying to tell you that I ain't riding around in no van smoking no weed with no elderly people. Did you ask any of the elderly people if they had any weed on them?
No, I didn't think about no elderly people having no weed.
So you just assume it's me? What, one of them got glaucoma or something?
What, you know what? You know who I think the weed belong to?
Who?
I think the weed belong to nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What the heck? Man.
Damn, you just got pranked. Oh my God. You just got pranked. What is his name? His name is brother Lawrence.
Oh my goodness.
Larry, they call him Larry, but his name is Lawrence.
Oh man, I know exactly. Man, tell Larry he in trouble with me. I'm gonna hit him with the van.
Oh man. Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Y'all got me.
Man, go on rest, man. Go on and chill out the rest of the day.
I try, man. I know I ain't gonna smoke no weed.
All right. Thank y'all so kindly for participating in that wonderful prank weed in the church, man. Yes. I know I smell it.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself this week.
I know ooh-wee when I smell ooh-wee, okay?
Not the ooh-wee.
Wow. All right, y'all already know you can catch me April the 15th. I will be in Bowling Green, Kentucky. That's April 15th, the Laugh and Love Show. That's me, Bubba Dub, Life Jennings at the Sky Pack. That's Southern Kentucky Performing Arts Center in Bowling Green, Kentucky, April 15th. All right, and then we're going to flip the script a little bit. April 29th, you can catch me in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Keswick. That's Nephew Tommy and Friends Laugh Out Loud. You're going to have Touré in the building, Craig McLaren in the building, and of course, Lou Nell will be in the building, all right? And all of that will be orchestrated by the one and only Nephew Tommy. And tickets are on sale right now at KeswickTheater.com. Thank you so kindly.
Up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, please leave me alone in the morning. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Danny Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. The day before Steve Lichthi's high school graduation, two of his best buddies paid him a visit. They told him that the people he thought were his parents were really his grandparents, and his sister was really his mother. How did they know? The whole town knew. Everyone but him. Sasha Rothschild's father was slipping into dementia, and one day he casually mentioned another woman, his wife's best friend. His shocked family discovered he had been living a double life for decades. These are just some of the stories we've told on Family Secrets. Each episode explores a long-held family secret that has finally come to light, usually with powerful consequences. Find out what keeps millions of people tuning in to hear astonishing stories about the secrets that are kept from us, the secrets we keep from others, and yes, even the secrets we keep from ourselves. Listen to Season 8 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please, baby, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. Okay, we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours. Could be.
It could be. Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. I mean, thank you, Thomas Miles. That's right. This week, you're Thomas Miles. All right, subject, please leave me alone in the morning, please. All right, dear Stephen Shirley, I'm 50 years old, and I've been in an open relationship with my man for almost 20 years. Instead of cheating on one another, we do what we do and keep it 100 at all times. It works for us, so people can judge us all they want to. I get so tired of my man at times, and I'm glad I can go and release my tension elsewhere. It's not always about sex either. I have a soul tie with another man, and he's just as special as my live-in partner. I have to keep him satisfied and nurture that relationship, and it's wearing me thin. I work from home, and my live-in wakes up at 4:30 in the morning to start his day. He's a morning person, meaning he's the type to want sex when he rolls over every morning. That used to not be a problem until I started dealing with my other man more regularly. He also likes sex in the morning, and when I meet him a few days a week for breakfast, I sometimes have to forgo the sex because I've already been thoroughly pleased for the day. It has gotten to the point where I have to ask both of the men if they could please leave me alone in the morning. It's like the older they got, the more they want sex, and I'm just the opposite. I enjoy the connections with them over the sex. I know my live-in has a great woman that he spends the night with sometimes, so that takes the pressure off of me. But the other man in my life is only having sex with me and only me. He is hopeful that I will come to my senses and be his wife one day soon. But I'm cool with the arrangement. All I need is more peaceful mornings. How do I create balance for both relationships without slighting one of them? Please advise. Oh, okay. This is what you signed up for, right? I mean, an open relationship. This is what you do in open relationships. You said out of your own mouth that this works for you. You've been doing this for 20 years. 20 years. That's a very, very long time. Who wouldn't be tired? Okay? Here's the thing about life, though. It is ever changing. You are 50 now. You are changing. You're slowing down a little bit. Things change. Circumstances change. Feelings change. The only thing that doesn't change are the facts. And the facts are that you are in an open relationship, and pretty much anything and everything goes in these types of situations. You know that. But remember, you said this works for you. Guess what? No, it doesn't. Not anymore. I mean, you can't keep up with
talk, Shirley.
You can't keep up with this unrealistic pace. You have changed. I told you that. It's way too much for you now. And because you're in an open relationship that, quote, works for you, you said it, you're allowed to bring other people in. So you're sleeping with another man now who's wearing you out. You're getting worn out. You said they just won't leave you alone in the morning. So for all we know, you guys are like doing it right now. I mean, this is a morning show. I don't even want to think about that. But really, it's always going on in the morning. So, but you said it works for you. I say stop all of this. You can do that. It's time for a change. How much longer are you going to put yourself through this? Surely not another 20 years. I say it's time for you to close this open relationship. Steve?
You better talk, Shirley. Now, you told some truth today. Man, I wish I had thought of that line you came over. You better tell the truth. You said it works for you. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. This ain't working for you. The whole damn letter, stupid. Let me open by just saying this. I don't care about the letter. I don't care about you. And I don't care about none of this foolishness. This ain't working for nobody but them. Right. Stupid foolishness. Yo old ass. Let me tell you something. 50 is old for this foolishness here. I'm going to tell you that right now. You pulling this at 50 and been doing it for 20 years, it's old, you old, and it done got old. That's an age limit for all this ignorant mess you doing. So stupid behind. I can't stand people like this. And they're going to write in on the national show like we got some help for you. We ain't doing this. We don't know what to tell you. Nobody in no damn open relationship. You in a situation. That ain't no relationship. Relationships is when you have relations with people and you can relate to them. You relating to everybody. Yo, stupid behind. You set up in here and you got this man that y'all stay with and you get tired of him sometime. Okay, there you go. I thought it was working for you. And I can go over and release my attention elsewhere else. Well, now, it ain't always about sex. Well, what are you over there releasing? Huh? When you go to release your attention and it ain't about sex, tell me what it is. But y'all over there playing dominoes? What? No, I'll tell you what's wrong. And then you say, I have a soul tie with another man and he's just as special as my live-in partner. What? Soul tie? Y'all having sex. This ain't no soul tie. It's the same thing you got as your live-in. All y'all seeing who y'all want to see. And now you tired. You know why? Because you old. You old and woe out. They
all right, hold that thought, Steve.
Your old tail.
As much as I hate to say that.
It ain't even fresh tail no more. You just woe out.
We'll have part two
tail
of your response coming up, Steve, at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, please leave me alone in the morning. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, please leave me alone in the morning.
Recap this ignorant ass letter. This old ass woman that wrote in, she 50. And I'm not saying 50's old. Mm-hmm. But for this type of thing right here, this old. Mm-hmm. You too old for this. You should have tried this in your 20s. But oh no, you've been doing it for 20 years. Whew. You just old. Ragged ass letter. You done call in here with this ragged ass story. Now you want me and Shirley to help you. Dear Steve and Shirley. No, leave our name off the paper from now on. Don't call us with this foolishness. We don't know how to help you through this here. We ain't in no relationship like that. I'm in a real relationship. My relationship closed off, sealed, got nails in the coffin, mortar up at the door. It's airtight. Can't get nothing else in here. You sitting up in here, been 20 years with the same man. Y'all do what y'all want to do. He got somebody, and you sometimes your man get on your nerves, and you know, you're going to talk about, so people can judge us all they want. What? Well, okay. Well, here comes some more judging. Because you wrote in. Now, here comes some more damn judging.
Okay.
I get so tired of my man at times. Well, okay. So I got glad I can go somewhere and release my attention. So you want to go somewhere and have sex. That's what this is. It's not always about sex. Yes, it is. What else is you doing over there to release tension? Was you going over there to wash dishes? What? What, is you out there taking out the garbage? How you releasing tension? Was you washing his car for him? You just a lie.
His car.
You over there having sex with this man. And then sitting here talking about, I have a soul tie with another man, and he's just as special as my live-in partner. Now, Lord have mercy, lady. Make up your rabbit-ass mind. You got a live-in partner and a soul tie with a man that's just as special as your live-in partner. And then you come sitting up in here. I got to keep him satisfied and nurture that relationship, and it's wearing me thin. No, it ain't thin. Out. Then woe your ass out. You ain't wrapped thin no more. You can't keep this up. You 50. I work from home, and my live-in wakes up at 4:30 in the morning, start his day. He a morning person, and he got to have that type of sex to want when he roll over every morning. Okay? And then that used to not be a problem. Then you started dealing with your other man on a regular, and he likes sex too in the morning. And when I meet him a few days a week for breakfast, I sometimes have to forego the sex because I already been thoroughly pleased for the day. What?
That's a lot.
What? So everywhere you go,
pretty much,
somebody trying to do you. You can't go no damn where without somebody trying to do you. Man, that's a lot of damn pressure right there.
It is.
If everywhere you go, you woke up, somebody did you. You go meet the other one for breakfast, he want to do you. Then you get back home, and lo and behold, here his ass is again.
For 20 years?
20 years it is. Done wore her old ass out. It's gotten to the point where I've had to ask both of my men if they could please leave me alone in the morning. Why don't you leave them alone? You stupid. It ain't them. They messing with you because they like using you because that's what you are. You the dumpster. You got 2 men dumping on you and more than that because you've been doing it for 20 years. This is just another one. This one you're telling us about. So you've been, girl, please. Come on now. Let me finish you off. I know my live-in has a great woman that he spends the night with sometimes, and that takes the pressure off. What?
Yeah,
what?
They're open, so that
he
goes.
got a great woman that he spends time with, and he spend the night. What? The hell going on over here? But the other man in my life is only having sex with me and only me. You stupid.
Oh, man.
You think, let me ask you something. You think he know you live with this man and know you having sex with him. And you having sex with him, but sometime at breakfast you have to forego the sex. And you telling me, Steve Harvey, that this man is just having sex with you and only you. You dumb just like the rest of this damn letter is. You dumb just like the rest of this damn letter. You one stupid woman. If you think this man is just having sex with you, are you lost your mind? And you said he has a high sex drive. You coming over for breakfast and you too tired because you got wore out. Girl, bye. He is hopeful that I will come to my senses and be his wife one day soon. Oh, that's what he told you? Wait a minute. That's what he told you? Wait a minute, hold up, lady.
Yeah.
You think that this man wants you to come to your senses and be his wife?
That's what
Girl,
she said.
Girl, no, that's what he said. We have no advice for you.
Post your comments.
Keep on doing
today.
what you're doing until you wear the red. Let me tell you, when I come back, I'm going to tell you one other thing about this relationship. Shirley, I just want to say one thing, then you do your break.
Yeah. Okay, post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. And coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, before we get to your sports, Steve, you wanted to add one more thing to the Strawberry Letter, please.
Yeah, I want to add something to this. You know, this woman that wrote in on this Strawberry Letter that's got these 2 men she been dating. And now she been in a 20-year open relationship. And now all her men like to have sex in the morning. So now they done wore her out. Now she talking about she needs some advice. You 50. You too damn old for this. Nobody want that old. You done wore that old raggedy tail out. Now you sitting up here trying to figure out how to conserve it. And I'm going to tell you something. As a little boy, I had a raggedy tail one time. I had 2 raccoon tails on my bike. They were stuck in my handlebars. And when I drove down the street, them raccoon tails flew in the wind. Yeah, that was it. I remember one time, I got that raccoon tail caught in a car door somehow. And I kept trying to pull it out the door. I was just tearing the hair off of that tail. I was just wearing that tail out. Yeah. And then it started raining outside. By the time I got that old ragged-ass tail out that car door, it had half the fur on it as the other one. And I had rained on it, and then that little bit of hair got matted down.
So the moral of the story is...
I pull up at the house with my bike, My mama on the back porch and look down at me and say, Stevie, where you get that little raggedy tail from? Now, you probably say, Steve, what that got to do with this story? Well, this 50-year-old woman that got caught in the car door, then snatched all the hair off her tail, then wore it out and it got rained on. And now little Stevie looking at her, trying to figure out, where'd you want us to tell you about that little raggedy tail you got? You exhausted, then wore yourself out.
Whoa, wow.
And I want to thank God for that analogy of me riding my bike with that one little raggedy tail on it.
So the moral of the story, don't let your tail get raggedy? Is that it?
Don't let your tail get raggedy.
Okay.
Don't let your tail get caught in the car door.
Yes.
Girl, don't let your tail get rained on.
Yes.
Nothing like a good raggedy tail story.
Shut up.
Oh, man. Thank you, Lord. Man. And the last thing you want to do is put a raggedy tail hanging out your handlebar. Because it didn't look nothing like the other tail.
Don't let your
Lord
tail
have
get raggedy.
What a beautiful moment. Junior, I'm sorry about...
No.
I'm sorry.
No. I love it. Man, the Masters this weekend. Let's go back to
But it was a little sport, too, because I was talking about bike riding. So that was our sports for the day.
That was cycling now.
Yeah, there you go, Tommy. Cycling. Thank you, brother. Yeah, cycling. With that raggedy tail hanging out your head.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
Coming up at the top of the hour.
That tail looked like it was 50 years old.
Okay. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Danny Shapiro, host of the hit podcast, Family Secrets. The day before Steve Lichthi's high school graduation, two of his best buddies paid him a visit. They told him that the people he thought were his parents were really his grandparents, and his sister was really his mother. How did they know? The whole town knew. Everyone but him. Sasha Rothschild's father was slipping into dementia, and one day he casually mentioned another woman, his wife's best friend. His shocked family discovered he had been living a double life for decades. These are just some of the stories we've told on Family Secrets. Each episode explores a long-held family secret that has finally come to light, usually with powerful consequences. Find out what keeps millions of people tuning in to hear astonishing stories about the secrets that are kept from us, the secrets we keep from others, and yes, even the secrets we keep from ourselves. Listen to Season 8 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C. It took 4 murders before the police finally realized that one person was responsible.
I will admit the others when you catch me, if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
This child was laying on the side of the road. It appeared that she was probably either dragged out of the car or thrown out of the car.
The person said, I murdered your daughter.
The killer believed that he may have been seen by the mother.
Did my mother see me?
That guy he's out of sync with even the worst people.
I thought that they would catch him. I thought it was just a matter of time.
Is it possible that the killer is still alive?
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, so Steve, Andrea on Facebook writes, my husband and I are about to have our first child. I actually like his mother, but she could be a little overbearing sometimes. So before the baby arrives, I want to set some ground rules about when she can come over. I can't let her think that we're making rules just to keep her away, so it has to seem like they're rules for everyone. I also need to make it clear to her that we're going to raise our child how we see fit, not how she wants us to. How can I delicately navigate this situation without upsetting my mother-in-law? What?
Lady, let me tell you something.
Please, go ahead.
You gonna need that woman so bad.
Yes.
Girl, this your first child right here. You gonna need that little nagging woman. Don't worry about that. She has some information that there's no way you can have. Don't blow this. You are pregnant right now. I know she on your nerves because you're pregnant right now. A lot of things bother you. It's probably hot in the middle of February for you. But listen to me. Don't mess this shot up. You finna have a baby. You gonna need that woman right there. She coming over all the time. That's gonna give you a chance to take a nap. She coming over all the time. You gonna be able to ask her some questions. That baby gonna catch colic one time. You gonna need somebody that know what this is. I am telling you. I know she get on your nerves. You talk, we gonna raise baby the way we want to. You gonna want somebody to come and get this baby for just a minute.
Yes, sir.
And the chances are that's gonna be her. Let that go. Yeah. I've been told as a grandparent, we're not raising our child like that. We're fine. We'll take his ass home then. But if you're over here, he eating barbecue when he over here. I don't give a damn where he be a vegan, wherever you want him to be a vegan at. But if he's standing next to me, BJ ass is eating barbecue. Now, I don't know what to tell you. I think your child he ain't old enough to make decisions on his own. So, I believe in celery and all that. And
celery?
Every time I'm with BJ, he wants what I remember when I gave him his first Slim Jim when he was about 2. And the look on that boy's face was priceless. I should have took a picture.
You gave the baby a tummy ache at 2. You gave him a Slim Jim.
He got a tummy ache.
He got sick, didn't he?
Yeah. He came back over there, wanted another one. I gave him another one. Then the little ass stomach got used to it, and after a while, he was knocking them down pretty regular. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. You gotta let your children build up immunity now. Stop raising these little punk ass kids. Get your ass in here some meat. Overeating and chewing all on old kale and broccoli, quinoa. Get your ass, get a ham sandwich for this boy. Well, I learned all this from my daddy. You gonna need them grandparents. Lead them grandparents alone. Grandparents is smart. Grandparents got information, and grandparents got help. Yeah, they got, and most of all, experience.
Yes.
Yeah, and every woman that ever had a baby said, Steve, right about that now.
Yes.
Because, boy, you're going to be sitting there holding that baby someday. You don't know what to do.
Right. Why she won't stop crying? Why he won't stop crying?
So true.
Man, Carly came over to the house with BJ one day and just broke out crying.
Yes.
Daddy, this is just a lot. I said, well, give him here for a minute. Then as soon as she handed it to me, I called Margie. Baby.
Go get some Slim Jims.
She crying, the baby crying. Bring some barbecue in here.
Barbecue make it all better.
I ain't never seen nothing barbecue couldn't fix. Got something else, Shirley?
Barbecue's a cure-all.
Man, don't worry about that. Dear, let's stay right here.
Ooh,
let that grandmama
mad this morning.
I don't care about no damn vegans getting mad at me. I just came off a vegan journey. Oh, I felt good. But it wasn't nothing delicious. Tired of fixing all that stuff. Them damn lima beans with some cabbage. Man, where is the meat in here?
Kind of crazy.
Baby. And all y'all vegans that's listening, keep on being vegan. But I tell you what, though. If you try some barbecue this summer.
Coming up 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of this ignorant show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, trending news from our home station V103 in Chicago. Cook County Commissioner Brandon Johnson won the Chicago mayoral runoff race, replacing Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Mayor-elect Johnson will inherit a city in which the number of murders since 2018 has increased by 20%. There are
more.
Yeah. All right. There are there's another variety of other issues to address, including a struggling public school system, the city's fiscal woes, and the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic that closed many businesses and offices. Mayor Lightfoot's office issued a statement saying it stands ready to help with the leadership transition. So there you go. I guess we have to say congratulations going out to the new mayor, Brandon Johnson, to the mayor-elect Brandon Johnson, and
that's our
hopefully he'll bring some much-needed change to Chicago, cut back on crime, and do the things that needs to be done as he steps into that position.
Yeah,
And,
I mean, Chicago, you know, Shirley, you and I born there, lived there a long time, worked in radio there.
My home.
You know, Chicago has a lot of issues, but education too. The Chicago public school system. Do you remember the teachers on strike? So there are a lot of things that this mayor-elect, hopefully, they get things together. And,
what is he going to do about the snow and how cold it is? What is he going to do about that?
If he could talk to the Weather Channel, that'd be good.
Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour, we will play another round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather only be able to text using abbreviations, or would you rather only be able to text using emojis?
Can't call? Man,
I'm gonna have to do emojis. Them abbreviations too much for me. I can't.
I don't know
crack
what
them
the damn
codes.
emojis mean. You ain't gonna be able to say nothing to nobody.
Right.
I don't know nothing about what the one that's laughing mean. I don't know what the little one with the squinty eyes. What is that for? I don't know what the one with the little red on their cheek is for. What is that for? I don't know none of that, man. I don't know one with half a face showing. Man, people be sending me stuff. I be going, man, I don't know what this mean, dog. I hate grown-ass men texting me with emojis. What is this? This damn password puzzle? I don't know how to do this here. Muscle up, heart, pray. What? I can't read this, man.
Yeah, a muscle, a heart, and prayer hands.
Yeah.
A muscle is strong. Strong. You said muscle.
Muscle up, heart, pray. I don't know how to read no damn emojis, man. My daughter, Lori, was trying to say, Dad, just put an emoji so we'll know you're not mad. Why is all your text in cap? Why is I'm going back and forth with this little letter, big letter, little letter?
But that means
Just
you're
him.
yelling at them. That means you're yelling at them when it's all caps.
And I'm sitting there going, how is I'm yelling and I'm texting?
You don't know the tone.
Muscle up, heart, pray.
Strong heart prayer.
All right.
And I damn sure can't abbreviate because, hell, I can't spell, so.
All right.
You ain't gonna know what I'm talking about.
Would you rather marry the hottest person alive, or would you rather marry the smartest person alive?
The hottest.
Provided if you're not.
Yeah.
If you're not married already. Yeah. You said hottest?
Yeah, the hottest.
The hottest.
That's damn about you sitting up educating me. I already know a little bit. I'm gonna need you to be fine. Skip that.
Super fine. To hell with you and all them damn degrees.
I'm sitting up here all this talking all afternoon. Nobody want to hear all that.
I can have fine and stupid all day long.
Hell yeah. Why don't you walk your fine dumb ass by here a couple more times?
I've had that. I've done that. Yeah.
Sitting up here with your brilliant ass always talking. You know, Steve, metaphorically, you're not correct in your hypothesis.
Oh, so you'll be bad smart. Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
You call me?
And you ain't fine? No, Lord. Give me that dumb fine ass girl and let's go. Hey, baby, now listen to me. When we get in here, don't talk.
That's today's round of Would You Rather.
Tell everybody you got the mumps.
Coming up in 49 minutes after our last break of the day, and we'll close out the show with some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Danny Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. The day before Steve Lichthi's high school graduation, two of his best buddies paid him a visit. They told him that the people he thought were his parents were really his grandparents, and his sister was really his mother. How did they know? The whole town knew. Everyone but him. Sasha Rothschild's father was slipping into dementia, and one day he casually mentioned another woman, his wife's best friend. His shocked family discovered he had been living a double life for decades. These are just some of the stories we've told on Family Secrets. Each episode explores a long-held family secret that has finally come to light, usually with powerful consequences. Find out what keeps millions of people tuning in to hear astonishing stories about the secrets that are kept from us, the secrets we keep from others, and yes, even the secrets we keep from ourselves. Listen to Season 8 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Here we are, guys. It's our last break of the day. It's been a good day. Thank you to our special guest, Stephanie Mills, who was on with us earlier. She is starring in the movie with the nephew as his mom in the movie Pride.
Yeah. I want to see
his work. Watch his work.
Saturday night, 8 p.m. on Lifetime. I got you, dog. Saturday night, 8 p.m. on Lifetime. The movie is called Pride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
7 Deadly Sins.
Can't wait.
Pride.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Pride. Hey, y'all, here's my closing remarks today. I want to say something to all my listeners today. You know, and you may not share this opinion. I understand we have a lot of people who have different opinions, and you're welcome to that, as you should. But this is Steve Harvey Morning Show. So I have mine. This whole episode of indicting Donald Trump, it is amazing what our country has come down to. And like I was saying about the election last time, their number one concern, politicians' number one concern, is position, power, and money. And they will let nothing come in front of their position, their power, and their money. They don't care that you're a liar. They don't care if you're morally corrupt. They don't care if you commit fraud. They don't care if you got hookers on the side. They don't care if you screw porn stars. They don't care if you pay hush money. They don't care if you don't pay taxes. They don't care if you don't treat your wife right. They don't care if you have crazy practices as a landlord. They don't even care if you don't care about them. Because if you think that Donald Trump cares anything about you, you are sadly mistaken. Every single move he makes is for the benefit of him. He goes and gives speeches to benefit him. He goes and makes false claims to benefit him. He sends people down to the Capitol to climb the wall to benefit him. Promise to pay their legal fees if something happened. All them people sitting in jail today. He ain't paid nobody legal fees. He don't care nothing about that here. His old accountant is sitting in jail. This old man is in Rikers right now. This old man, because he was doing what Trump told him to do. Michael Cohen went to prison because he did what this man told him to do. And he still got 70 million supporters. And a lot of them are waiting for him to run again. You know why? Because all of them is just like him. I want to thank Donald Trump for exposing the country the way he has. Oh, we're in trouble now. Oh, make no mistake about it. We are in full-blown trouble. If you don't think America's in trouble, you're sadly mistaken, because they have given up any principle of morality and righteousness. People don't want to fool with our dollar no more. We are doing there's some stuff that's happening, man, in foreign policy that we don't get to see or vote on as the constituents out here. But let me tell you something, man. You think putting Donald Trump back in office? Let me ask y'all something that keep voting for this man. Do you look at your children and say that's who we proud to call the president of our country? Because it's supposed to be your country. Oh, but then you know what? You ain't really got no problem with that, do you? Because this country was stolen. You do remember that, don't you? Now, you can hide it in the history books if you want to. This country was stolen. This country was built by black people. You can take us out your history books in Florida and try that if you want to, so you can erase the fact of who we are. But we built this thing, man. You are still benefiting off the backs of slavery for the large corporations that was built. Anything to do with fabric and anything to do with tobacco and alcohol was built on the backs of black people. And your family's still benefiting from it. We know this. And you know why it's okay with you? Because you're okay with all of that. You are. And you got to be honest with yourself as a Trump supporter. You're saying you're okay with all of that. You're okay with all these people getting killed in these schools. churches, malls, houses of worship, movie theaters. You're okay with all of it. You know why? Because you're not going to vote no differently because you accept the money from the NRA. You're not going to vote any differently because he done said a couple of things you happen to agree with. Oh, you agree with abortion and you agree with immigration, so you go over on the right. And then he jam all that other stuff down your throat since you over here on the right and you just drinking that. What's going to happen when they kill one of your children? What's going to happen when somebody kill one of their children? Oh, it's going to be some laws getting written in. Man, y'all got to stop going along with this mess right here. This country's sick. America is sick because we going along with too much, man. And this guy about to run again. And you know why? Because he got enough people that'll put him right back in there. And you know why? For position, power, and money. They don't give a damn about us. Y'all keep on, man. Get connected to God because you're going to need him more the next time. Trust me. Because you put that man in there this time, he going to show something. He going to show you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What if I told you there was more to the story behind game-changing events? Get ready for my new podcast, That Moment with Damon John. Every Tuesday on the Black Effect Podcast Network, we'll jump into the personal stories of some of the most influential people on the planet, from business moguls and celebrities to athletes and artists. Join me every Tuesday for That Moment with Damon John on the Black Effect Podcast Network, the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you go to get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Danny Shapiro, host of the hit podcast Family Secrets. Each episode explores a long-held family secret that has finally come to light. Find out what keeps millions of people tuning in to hear astonishing stories about the secrets that are kept from us, the secrets we keep from others, and yes, even the secrets that we keep from ourselves. I hope you'll join me and my extraordinary guests for this new season of Family Secrets. Listen to Season 8 of Family Secrets on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Chelsea Handler.
And I'm Catherine Law.
We are the hosts of the Dear Chelsea podcast, where we give advice to real-life people. Sometimes we have experts. Sometimes we have celebs on helping us.
Guests like Ross Matthews, Matthew McConaughey, Juliana Margulies, Gwyneth Paltrow, and so many more. We answer questions on anything from drugs to relationships. We've even broken people up.
Yes, I take a lot of credit for breaking people up. I am a relationship wrecker. And just motivation. Sometimes people just need a kick in the ass, and that's what I am. And we encourage people to live their lives truly, fully, and bravely. Listen to Dear Chelsea on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Between April 1971 and September 1972, 6 young black girls were snatched off the streets in Washington, D.C.
This child was laying on the side of the road.
The person said, "I murdered your daughter."
The killer believed that he may have been seen.
I will admit the others when you catch me if you can. Signed, Freeway Phantom.
Listen to Freeway Phantom on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.